a time. I wish in a far-off kingdom, more than man, you lived a young maiden, more than boy, a sad young lad, more than children. I wish a childless baker,
more than mine.
I wish with his
more
wife,
than anything,
more than father. The king was giving a festival,
more than I wish.
I wish to go to the festival,
More than riches, my cow would give us some milk, more than anything. I wish you give us some milk, or even cheese. I wish. You wish to go to the festival?
The poor girl's mother has died.
You Cinderella, the festival? You wish to go to the festival? The festival? The king's festival?
And her father had taken for his new wife
The festival.
a woman with 2 daughters of her own.
The people would laugh at you, nevertheless. They still wish to go to the festival and dance before the prince.
All 3 were beautiful of face, but vile and black of heart. Jack, on the other hand, had no father and his mother.
I wish,
Well, she was not quite beautiful.
I wish my son were not a fool. I wish my house were not a mess. I wish my cow was full of milk. I wish my hands were full of gold. I wish a lot of things. You foolish child, what in heaven's name are you doing with a cow inside the house? A warm environment might be just what Milky Way needs to produce his milk. She, how many times I tell you, only she's can give milk.
Why, come in, little girl. I wish it's not for me, it's for Morgan in the woods. A loaf of bread, please, to bring my poor hungry granny in the woods. Just a loaf of bread, please. Cinderella's stepmother had a surprise for her.
I have emptied a pot of lentils into the ashes for you. If you have picked them out in 2 hours' time, you shall go to the ball with us.
And perhaps a sticky bun or four. Birds in the sky, birds in the eaves, and the leaves, and the fields, and the castles and cars. And a few of those birds, please. Down from the eaves and the leaves, over fields, over castles and cars. Those breezes. Swiftly stepped with the ashes into the pot.
Jack, leave Milky Way to market. But Mother, no, he's the best cow. She has been tried for weeks with no food nor money and no choice but to sell her. But we still can. But Milky Way is my best friend in the whole world. Look at her. There are bugs on her dust. There are flies in her eyes. There's a lump on her rump big enough to be a hump. But it's only enough time to sit and dither while her withers wither with her. And no one keeps a cow for a friend. Sometimes I fear you're touched.
The woods, time to go. I hate to leave. I have to go to the woods and time, so I must begin my journey to the woods and through the trees to where I am expected now. To the woods to grandmother's house, certain your way. The woods to grandmother's house. The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. I sort of need to ask it, but do you have a basket?
Don't stray in the lights.
Save some of those sweets for Granny. To the woods and down the path is straight. I know the well. To the woods and who can tell what's waiting on the journey. To the woods to ring some branch and Granny to sing the bed. To tell what lies ahead from all of the know she's already dead. But into the woods, into the woods, into the woods to grandmother's house is home before the sun. I birds
tight. Sorry, Claude.
Because the baker had lost his mother and father in a baking accident, or at least that's what he believed, he was eager to start a family of his own and was concerned that all efforts until now had failed.
Who might that be?
We have sold our last loaf of bread.
It's the witch from next door. We have no bread.
Don't you have no bread?
Then what do you wish?
It's not what I wish. It's what you wish. Nothing cooking in there now, is there?
The old enchantress went on to tell the couple she had placed a spell on their house.
What spell?
In the past, when you were no more than a babe, your father brought his young wife and you to this cottage. They were a handsome couple, but not handsome neighbors. You see, your mother was with child, and she developed an unusual appetite. She took one look at my beautiful garden and told your father that what she wanted more than anything in the world was greens, greens, and nothing but greens. Parsnips, peppers, cabbages, and celery, asparagus, and watercress, and fiddle friends, and lettuces, and all right, but it wasn't quite because I caught him in the autumn in my garden one night. He was robbing me, raping me, rooting through my rutabaga, raiding my arugula, and ripping up the ramping, my champion, my favorite. I should have let him smell him right there. Could have turned him into stone, or a dog, or a chair. But I let him have the brandy, and I thought this is fair. In return, however, as fair as fair, you can let me have the baby that's a white wolf bear. And we'll call it square.
I had a brother.
Now! But you had a sister.
But the witch refused to tell him any more of his sister, not even that her name was Rapunzel. She went on.
I thought I had been more than reasonable, and that we all might live happily ever after. But how was I to know what your father had also hidden in his pocket? You see, when I inherited my garden, my mother warned me I would be punished if I were to lose any of the beans.
Beans?
Special beans. I let him go. I didn't know he'd stolen my beans. I was watching him crawl back over the wall when bang, crash, the lightning flash. No, well, that's another story. Never mind. Anyway, I lost a big day came. A maid, my friend, oh, to take away the baby. They shrieked at me, but I didn't. And I hid her who should never be reached. Your father cried, and your mother died for extra measure. I admit it was a pleasure. I said sorry. I'm still not mollified. And I laid a little spell on her. You too, son. That your family tree would always be a barren one. So there's no more fuss and there's no more seeds in my garden. Yes, you see my nectarines, but I'm telling you the same about some kings and queens. Don't ever, never, ever use around my greens. Especially greens. Son, take up your way to market. Get the best you can. Take no less than 5 pounds. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
And what did I just say?
No more.
Less than 5. Jack, Jack.
smiling with those who make us the fools of the festival and mourn to find the prince.
The carriage is waiting.
We must be on.
Good night, Father. I wish
Look what I found in Father's hunting jacket.
6 beans.
I wonder if they are the...
Witch's beans. We'll take them with us.
No, you are not coming.
I know you are fearful of the woods at night.
The spell is in my house. Only I can lift the spell. The spell is in my house.
We must lift the spell together.
No,
The spell is on.
you are not to come. That is final. Now what am I to return with?
You don't remember? The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the silver is pure as gold.
The cow is white as milk. The hair is yellow as corn.
Reluctantly, separate the
The
winter
cow
dance.
is white as milk.
As
The
for
king.
Cinderella,
Silver's pure as gold.
but how am I able to get to the festival? The hair is a father's great
Hair is
people's
yellow as corn.
history, and time is when to go to the king's festival. Into the woods
Woods
it's time
have
to
to
go,
go.
it
It
may
may be all in vain. I go into the woods, but even so I have to take the journey. Into the woods, the path is straight. I know it well, but who can tell?
the woods to lift the
Spell.
into the woods to visit mother, into the woods to fetch the things,
To make the potion.
go to the festival,
Into the woods without regret. The choices made, the task is set. Into the woods, but not forgetting why I'm on the journey. Into the woods again. I think I don't care how the time is now. Into the woods. Into the woods to get the money.
into the woods to fetch the things,
To make the potion.
go to the festival, the woods to get the sounds.
The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just woods.
No need to be afraid,
There's something in the glade there.
Into the woods without delay, be careful not to lose the way. Into the woods who knows what may be lurking on the journey. Into the woods to get the things that makes it worth the journey. Into the woods to see the trees,
Tell the cow, make the potion.
seek to sell, to get free, to make, to live, to go to the festival. Into the woods, into the woods, into the woods and out of the woods. And out before dark. Cinderella had planted a branch on her mother's grave, and she visited there so often and wept so much that her tears watered it until it became a handsome tree. Why did I left behind, mother? Is there something more that I should do? What is wrong with me, mother? Something must be wrong. I wish.
What child? Specify. Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor. Your fortune, like that, will fall at least expected.
I wish. Do you know what you wish? Are you certain what you wish is what you want? If you know what you want, then make a wish. Ask the tree, and you shall have a wish. Shiver and quiver, little tree, silver and gold thrown down on me. I am off to get my wish.
Quiet. Silence everywhere, Milky White. Not to my liking.
Hello, Jack.
How did you know my name?
When first I appear, I seem mysterious.
But when explained, I'm nothing serious.
Say that again?
On your way to the market. You might have been there long ago, taking your time, Jack.
No, sir.
Is that the truth?
Well, you see, I was
How
resting.
much are you asking for the animal?
No, less than 5 pounds, sir.
Oh, now, Jack, why such a sum?
Well, my mother told me.
Your
that-
mother? A boy your age? Why, you'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
Well, Come along, Milky White. There are spirits here.
Good day, young lady.
Good day, Mr. Wolf.
Whither away so hurriedly?
To my grandmother's.
And what might be in your basket?
Run in line, so grandmother will have something good to make her strong.
And where might your grandmother live?
A good quarter of a league further in the woods, perhaps stands under dear live oak trees.
Look at that flesh, pink and plump. Hello, little girl. Tender and fresh, not one lump. Hello, little girl. This one's especially lush, delicious. Hello, little girl. What's your rush? You're missing all the flowers. The sun won't set for hours. Take your
Mother
time.
said straight ahead, not to the glare of Beavis light.
But slow, little girl, hark and hush. The birds are singing sweetly. You'll miss the birds completely. You're traveling so fleetly. Grandmother first, then Miss Plum. What a delectable couple. Utter perfection, one brittle, one supple, one
Mother said, come with me, follow the path that never strays.
just so little girl, any path, so many worth exploring. Just one could be so boring, and look what you're ignoring. Think of those crisp, aging bones, then something fresh on the palate. What a scrumptious carnality twice in one day. There's a proper way to describe what you feel when you're talking to your meal.
Mother said not to feast, and was smooth as Monty Lake. Granny went late and pressed the cake. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf.
Good day, little girl, and hello.
I hope no harm has come to that little girl. In the red cape,
Get the little girl and get the cake!
you frightened me.
That's the cake! Get it, get it, get it!
How am I supposed to get it?
You go up to the little thing and you take it.
I can't just take the cloak from the little girl. Why don't you take it?
I would if I could, but
My Rapunzel, listen to her beautiful music. Get me what I need. Get me what I need.
This is ridiculous. I'll never find that red cape or a golden cow and a yellow slipper. Or was it a yellow slipper and a golden cow? Oh no.
The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure as gold.
What are you doing here?
You forgot your scarf.
You have no business being alone in the wood. You have no clue what I've come across here. You'd be terrified for your life. Now please go home.
But I wish to help.
No. The spell is in my house.
Our house.
Only I can lift the spell. The spell
We
is
must
in
lift
my
the spell
house.
together. The spell is on
you be doing with the cow in the middle of the woods?
Well, I was on my way to market, but I seem to have lost my way.
And what were you planning to do?
And what are you planning to do there?
Sell my cow, sir, no less than 5 pounds.
5 pounds! Where am I to get 5 pounds?
She must be generous of milk to fetch 5 pounds.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you can't fetch that sum, then what are you to do?
I hadn't thought of that. I suppose my mother and I will have no food to eat.
This is the sum total.
Beans. Beans! We mustn't give up our beans. Well, if you feel we must.
Huh?
Beans will bring you food, son.
Beans? In exchange for my cow?
Oh, these are no ordinary beans, son. These beans can be magic.
Magic? What kind of magic?
Tell him.
Magic that defies description.
Well, my mother
You'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
How many beans?
6.
5. We can't part with all of them. We must save one for ourselves. Besides, I'd say they're worth £1 each at the very least.
Could I buy my cow back someday?
Well, possibly.
I guess this is goodbye, old cow. You've been a perfect friend. I hate to see us part, old cow. Someday I'll buy you back. I'll see you soon again. I hope that when I do, it won't be on a plane.
Take the cow and go. A reason to believe that they're magic. Are we going to dispel this curse through deceit?
No one would have given them more for that creature. We did him a favor.
5
At
beans.
least we'll have some food. If you know what you want, then you go and you find it and you get it.
Home.
Do we want a child or not? And you give and you take and you bid and you bargain or you live to regret it.
Will you please go home?
Rights and wrongs and in-betweens. No one waits when fortune intervenes. And maybe they're really magic. Who knows?
Look at her. She's crying.
Why you do what you do, that's the point. All the rest of it is chatter. The thing you do is pure in intent. If it's meant and just a little bent, doesn't matter.
Yes?
No, matters everyone tells tiny lies. What's important really is the size. Only 3 more tries and we'll have our prize. When the end's in sight, you'll realize the end isn't right. It justifies the beans.
Take the cow and go home. I will carry this out in my own fashion.
And so the baker continued his search for the cape as red as blood. As for Rapunzel, the witch was careful not to lose this beauty to the outside world, so shut her within a doorless tower that lay deep within the forest. And when the old witch paid a visit, she called forth.
Rapunzel. Rapunzel. What a strange name. Strange, but beautiful. And fit for a prince. Tomorrow, before that horrible witch arrives, I will stand beneath her tower and have her let down her hair to me.
Hello there, little one.
Hello.
Have you saved some of those sweets for Granny?
I ate all the sweets and half a loaf of bread.
What a beautiful cape you have there.
My granny made it for me.
Really, I would love a cape like that.
You look pretty bullish.
May I take a look at it?
I don't like to be without my cape. Give it back.
I want it badly.
Please give it back. Forget the little girl and get the cape.
certain that you really love that cake. Now you go home to your grannies. Make sure no wolf comes your way.
I'd rather a wolf than you any day.
If you know what you want, then you go and you find it and you take it. Do I want a child or not? It's a cloak, what's a cloak? It's a joke, it's a stupid little cloak. And a close what you make it, so you take it. Things are only what you need them for. What's important is who needs them more.
And so the baker, with a newfound determination, went after the red cake. As for the little girl, she was surprised to find her grandmother's cottage door standing open.
Look here. How easy are you? What's all the sweets? Good day, grandmother. My grandmother, you're looking very strange. What big ears you have.
Better to hear you with, my dear.
But, grandmother, what big eyes you have.
Better to see you with, my dear.
But, grandmother, what large hands you have.
Better to hug you with, my dear.
My grandmother, what a terrible big wet mouth you have.
Better to eat you with.
And scarcely had the wolf said this, when with a single bound he was devouring the little girl. Well, it was a full day of eating for both. And with his appetite appeased, the wolf took to bed for a nice long nap.
And grandmother has a mighty snore. Odd. Where's the little one? Eating, no doubt. Or eaten. Grandmother. Ha! What is that red cloth sticking in the corner of your mouth? It looks to me to be a piece of the... Aha! I'll get the cake from within your stomach.
What a fright! How dark and thick it was inside that wolf.
Kill the devil! Take that knife and cut his evil head off. Let's see the demon sliced into 1,000 bits. Better yet, let the animal die a painful, agonizing, hideous death.
Granny!
Quiet, child. The evil must be destroyed.
Well, I will leave you to your task.
Don't you want the skins?
No, you keep them.
What kind of a hunter are you?
I'm a baker.
Mother sat straight ahead, not to wait or be misled. I should heed her advice, but he seemed so nice. And he showed me things, many beautiful things that I hadn't thought to explore. They were off my path, so I never had dared. I had been so careful, I never had cared. He made me feel excited, well, excited and scared. When he said, come in, with that sickening grin, how could I know what was in store? Was his teeth were there, though I really got scared. Well, excited and scared, but he drew me close and he swallowed me down on the dark, slimy path where that secret's not I'd ever want to know. And then everything familiar seems to disappear forever. At the end of the path was Granny once again. So we waited in the dark until someone sets us free. And we're brought into the light and we're back at the start. And I know things now, many valuable things that I hadn't known before. Do not put your faith in a cave in a head. They will not protect you that way that they should. And take extra care with strangers. Even flowers have their dangers. And though scary is exciting, nice is different than good. Now I know, don't be scared. Granny's right, just be prepared. Isn't it nice to know a lot? And a little bit not. The secret one. Here.
Are you certain?
Yes. Maybe
significant article in hand, feeling braver and more satisfied than he had ever felt, ran back through the woods. As for the lad Jack,
Only a dolt would exchange a cow for beans. Mother, no. To bed without supper for you.
little did they know that those beans would grow into an enormous stalk that would stretch into the heavens.
You all right, miss? Yes. I just need to catch my breath. What a beautiful ball gown you're in. Were you at the King's Festival? Yes. Aren't you the lucky one? Why ever are you in the woods at this hour?
I think I see her over there. Have you seen a beautiful young woman in a ball gown pass through?
I don't think so, sir.
I think she went over there.
I've never lied to royalty before. I've never anything to royalty before. Thank you. If a prince were looking for me, I certainly wouldn't hide. Well, what brings you here? And with the cow? My husband's in the woods somewhere. He's undoing a spell. Ooh! Yes. Now the prince. What was he like? He's a very nice prince. And it's a very nice ball. And when I enter, they trumpeted. And the prince. Oh, the prince. Yes, the prince. Well, he's tall. He's not tall. Did you dance? Is he charming? They say that he's charming. We did nothing but dance. Yes. And he made a nice change. No, the prince. Oh, the prince. Yes, the prince. He's charming. Or a prince, I guess. Guess? I don't mean a wide range. It's all very strange. Are you to return to the festival tomorrow eve? Perhaps. Perhaps? Oh, to be pursued by a prince. All that pursues me is tomorrow's bread. What I want to give to me in your shoes. An enormous vine growing next to a little cottage. I mean slippers. Stop rising into the sky. As pure as gold. I must get home. Wait, I need your shoe. Hey, get back here.
One midnight gone. So,
Sometimes the things you most wish for are not to be touched.
The harder to get, the better to have. Agreed? Agreed.
Never more mom and or pink. Or open your mouth. Mom! The difference between a cow and a bean is a bean can begin an adventure. Slotted spoons don't hold much soup.
They're bringing a flower that parts from the patch.
The closer to the family, the closer to the wine.
On midnight dawn. Now the wolf's at the end of the
A
world.
servant is not just a dog to a prince.
Trinity is not a lengthy visitor.
You may know what you need, but to get what you want, better see that you keep what you have.
one midnight gone.
Sometimes the things you most wish for
Harder to get.
are not to be touched.
One midnight gone. One midnight gone.
What did I want?
One midnight gone.
Into the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods. Out of the woods. Home before.
There are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible giants in the sky. When you way up high and you look below at the road you left and the things you know, little more than a glance is enough to show you just how small you are. When you way up high and you're on your own in a world like none that you've ever known, the sky is letting you bestow your free to do whatever pleases you. Exploring things you never dare because you don't care. And suddenly there's a big, tall, terrible giant at the door.
made a friend and awe, and you know she's big, but you don't feel small. Someone bigger than her comes along, the heart to swallow you for lunch. And your heart is lead and you're stomach stone, and you're really scared being all alone. And it's then that you miss all the things you've known, and the road you left, and the little you own. The fun is done. You steal what you can and run, and you scramble till you look below, and the world you know begins to grow. The house in your mother at the the house in the world you never thought to explore. And you think of all of the things you've seen, and you wish that you could live in between. And you're not again only different than before. After the sky, there are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible, awesome, scary, wonderful giants in the sky. Look what I have. Here's 5 gold pieces. 5 gold pieces. I had more, but my mother made me surrender them. She allowed me these 5 to do with as I please. Oh no. Where's Milky White? Milky White is back home with my wife. Oh, let's go find them. Wait, I didn't say I would sell. But you said I might buy her back. Well, are you saying that you wish her more money? More money Keep is this, I all. will go fetch more.
Wait, I didn't say. 5 gold pieces. With this money, I could buy baking supplies for a year. I could buy a new thatch roof and a new chimney.
But could you buy yourself a child?
Who are you?
When first I appear, I seem delirious. But when explained, I'm nothing serious. Could you buy yourself a child?
I don't understand.
How much do you wish a child? 5 gold pieces, 10, 20?
I've not thought to put a price on it.
Well, exactly. You've not thought about many things, have you, son?
That is not yours. Give it back.
Nor is it Jack's. The money is not what's important. What's important is that your wish is honored.
Wait, damn,
You've the red cape.
Yes, I have the cape. Only 2 items left to locate.
3.
2, I have the cape and the cow.
You've the cape.
What have you done with the cow?
She ran away. I never reached home. I've been looking for her all night.
I knew I shouldn't have entrusted her to you.
But she might have just as easily run from you.
But she didn't.
But she might have.
But she didn't.
Who cares?
I was gone!
Get it? Get it back.
We were just going to do that. Here, I can give you this.
Don't give me that, fool. Have you no sense? Touch that. I see this calls. Lovely.
She's very gifted.
Deliver the items to me before the 3rd minute, or you'll wish you never thought to have a child.
I don't like that woman.
I'm sorry I've lost the cow.
Shouldn't have yelled at you. Now please, go home. I will make things right. And then we can go about our lives. No more hunting for strange objects in the woods. No more witches or dim-witted boys and hungry little girls. Go.
Oh, good brother. Father and I wonder where you are off to.
Well, you see, I have been looking all night for her.
For her? You mean for her?
The beautiful one I danced the evening away with.
And where did she go?
Disappeared like a fine morning mist.
She was lovely.
The loveliest.
Ah, brother, I am not certain of that. I must confess, I too have found a lovely maiden. She lives here, in the woods.
In the woods?
Yes, 2 leagues from here, due east, just beyond the mossy knoll. She lives in a tall tower that has no door or stairs.
Well then, how do you manage a visit?
Ah, brother, I stand beneath her tower and say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. And then she lowers the longest, most beautiful head of hair, yellow as corn, which I climb to her.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, you jest. I've never heard of a name so obscure.
I speak the truth, and she's as true as your maiden. A maiden running from a prince, none would run from us.
And yet, one has. Did I abuse her, show her disdain? Why does she run from me? If I should lose her, how shall I regain the heart she has won from me? Agony beyond power of speech, when the one thing you want is the only thing out of your reach.
High in a tower, she sits by the hour, maintaining her head. By the becoming and frequently harming a light-hearted error. Agony, far more painful than yours, when you know she would go with you if there only were doors. Agony, all the torture they teach. What's as intriguing
Or half so fatiguing
as what's out of reach.
Am I not sensitive, clever, well-mannered, considerate, passionate, charming, as kind as I'm handsome, and dare to
You
approve?
are everything maidens could wish for.
Then why no?
Do I know?
The girl must be bad.
You know nothing of madness till you're climbing her hair and you see her up there as you're nearing her, all the while hearing her agony, misery, woe, though it's different for each.
Always 10 steps behind,
Always 10 feet below,
and she's just out of reach.
agony that can cut like a knife. I must have her to wife.
More handsome than the other. No, get the hair. Excuse me, young woman. Have you seen a boy with raven hair and a sunny, though occasionally vague disposition, answering to the name of Jack? Not the one pushing to the white cow. He's the one. Have you seen the cow? No, and I don't wish to ever again. Children can be quite queer about their animals. You be careful with your children.
I have no children.
That's good too.
Yes. Well, I've not seen your son today.
Oh, I hope you didn't go up that beanstalk again. Quit while you're ahead, I always say. Jack! Jack!
Hello. Moo, looking for a cow? Where did you find her? Oh.
What are you doing?
I am here to make amends.
I want you to stay out of this, old man.
I'm here to see that your wish is granted.
Stay out of my path!
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. Is that you, my prince?
Yes.
pure as gold. Ah, yes, they're all you could wish for in beauty. What I wouldn't give for just one. Well, one's unlikely to do you much good. Now, the festival, was it as wonderful as last evening? Oh, it's still the next fall. Yes, and we have far to watch for. No, the prince. Oh, the prince. Yes, the prince. If he knew who I really was. Oh. Ooh. I'm afraid I was rude. Oh, how? Now I'm being pursued. Yes, and I'm not in the mood. He must have really taken a liking to you. Well, I have no experience with princes and castles and gowns. Nonsense. Every girl dreams. I must run. Wait, I need your shoe. Stop that. I need it. I need to give it back to me. Oh.
Where did she go?
Oh.
Don't play the fool, woman.
You mean the beautiful young maiden in a ball gown? She went in that direction. I was trying to hold her here for you.
I can capture my own damsel, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Where did he go?
Oh, the prince, of course. Oh, he went in that direction, but you'll never reach him.
Over there!
I thought you were returning home. I've had no luck.
You've the cow.
Yes, I have the cow and the cape. Only 2 items left to locate.
1.
2, I have the cape and the cow.
Compare this to your corn.
Where did you find it?
I pulled it from a maiden in a tower.
3.
Oh, and I almost had the 4th, but she got away.
We have 1 entire day left. Surely we can locate the others by then.
We? You mean you'll allow me to stay?
Well, perhaps it will take the 2 of us to get this child.
You've changed. You're daring. You're different in words. More shy, more sharing. You're catching us through the woods. If you could see, you're not the one who started, and much more open-hearted than I knew to be.
It takes 2. I thought 1 was enough, it's not true. It takes 2 of us who came through. When the journey was rough, it took you. It took 2 of us. It takes care. It takes patience and fear and despair to change. Though you swear to change, can tell if you do. It takes 2.
You've changed. You're thriving. There's something about the woods. Not just surviving. You're blossoming in the woods. At home, but fear. We'd stay the same forever. And then, out here. Your passionate, charming, considerate.
It takes 1 to begin, but then once you've begun, it takes 2 of you, it's no fun. But what needs to be done, you can do. When there's 2 of us, it takes care, it takes patience and fear and despair to change. Though you swear to change, you can tell if you do. It takes 2.
We've changed. We're strangers. I'm meeting you in the woods.
gave you, sir.
5 gold pieces.
Now I'm taking my cow.
5 gold pieces.
I never said you could take her.
But you took the 5 gold pieces.
You took 5 gold pieces?
I didn't take, you gave.
Where are the 5 gold pieces?
An old man.
You said I could have my cow back.
Now I didn't say you could, I said you might.
You would take money before a child?
Milky White is dead.
Wanting a woe is not wanting a prince.
Here may be better than far, but it still isn't there.
Oh.
Not there.
Near,
So far.
so near,
Prince.
so far. Two midnights gone, 2 midnights gone.
2 midnights gone, and the exhausted baker and his wife buried the dead Milky White.
Let's go to the village in search of another cow.
And what do you propose they used to purchase this cow?
Here, tell them it's magic.
No person with a brain larger than this is going to exchange a cow for a bean.
Then steal it.
Steal it? Just 2 nights ago, you were accusing me of exercising deceit in obtaining the cow.
Then don't steal it and resign yourself to a childless life.
I think it's best you go for the cow. So I met a maiden, the golden slipper, and I think I might succeed in obtaining her shoe.
Fine.
Fine.
That is simply...
Fine. Unfortunately for Rapunzel, the witch discovered her affections for the prince before he could spirit her away.
What did I clearly say? Children should listen.
No, please.
What were you not to do? Children must see.
No.
And learn. Why could you not obey? Children must listen. What have I been to you? What would you have me be? Handsome like a prince? Ah, but I am old. I am ugly. I embarrass you.
No.
You are ashamed of me.
No.
You are ashamed. You don't understand.
It was lonely atop that tower.
I was not company enough.
I am no longer a child. I wish to see the world.
Don't you know what's out there in the world? Someone has to shield you from the world. Stay with me. Princes wait there in the world, it's true. Princes, yes, but wolves and humans too. Stay at home. I am home. Who out there will love you more than I. Who out there that I cannot supply. Stay with me. The world is dark and wild. Stay a child while you can be a child. With me. I gave you protection, and yet you disobeyed me.
But did you really think I would stay in that tower forever?
You lied to me. Why didn't you tell me you had a visitor?
I'm sorry,
I will not share you, but I will show you a world you've never seen. Please, no, no.
not a white cow?
I don't know. Leave me alone.
Haven't I left you alone long enough?
Your questions make no sense, old man. Go away.
Are you in need of another cow?
What a beautiful cave.
Stay away from my cake, or I'll slice you in 1,000 bits.
I don't want it. I was just admiring it.
My granny made it for me from a mold of cactus, and I got to skin the animal. And best of all, she gave me this beautiful knife for protection.
Well, look what I have. A hen that lays golden eggs.
I don't believe that egg came out from that hen. Where did you get that egg?
I stole this from the kingdom of the giant up there. And if you think this is something, you should see the golden harp the giant has. It plays the most beautiful tunes without your even having to touch it.
Of course it does. Why won't you go up to the kingdom right now and bring it back and show me?
I could.
You could not.
I could.
You could not, Mr. Liar.
I am not a liar. I'll get that harp. You'll see.
After having cast out Rapunzel to a remote desert, the witch returned to take the prince by surprise. And as he leapt from the tower, the thorn in which he fell pierced his eyes and blinded him. As for Cinderella, she returned from her final visit from the festival. He's a very smart prince. He's a prince who prepares, knowing this time I'd run from him. He's heard pinch on the stairs. I was caught unawares, and I thought, well, he cares. This is more than just malice. Better stop and take stock while you're standing here stuck on the steps of the palace. You think what you want. You think to make a decision. Why not stay and be caught? You think all of us he thought would be his response. But then what if he knew who you are when you know that you're not what he thinks and wants? And then what if you are? What if Prince, what if vision? Although how can you know who you are till you know what you want, what you don't, so then which do you pick? Where you're safe out of sight of yourself, but where everything's wrong. Or where everything's right, I don't know that you'll never be wrong. And whichever you pick, do it quick, 'cause you're starting to stick to the steps of the palace. It's your first big decision. The choice isn't easy to make. To arrive at a ball is exciting and hard. Once you're there, though it's scary. And it's fun to deceive when you know you can leave, but you have to be wary. There's a lot that's at stake, but you've stalled long enough, 'cause you're still standing stuck on the stuff on these steps. Then run along home and avoid a collision. Though at home they don't care, you'll be better off there. There's nothing to choose, so there's nothing to lose. So you pry up your shoe and from out of the blue, and without any guide, you know what your decision is, which is not to decide. You'll just leave him a clue. For example, a shoe, and then see what he'll do. Now it's he and not you who is stuck with the shoe in a stew, in a goo. And you learn something too, something you never knew, on the steps of the palace. Oh, don't come any closer to me. Please, I need that shoe. We have nothing to discuss. You've attacked me once before. I did not attack you. I attacked your shoe. I need it. Here's a magic bean in exchange for it. Magic bean? Nonsense. Don't do that. I've already given up one shoe this evening. My feet cannot bear to give up another. I need that shoe to have a child. Well, Well, that makes no sense. Does it make sense you're running from a prince? Oh, wait, here, take my shoes. You'll run faster. Here, thank you.
Who was that woman?
I do not know, sir.
Lying will cost you your life.
I've done nothing.
Like the cow.
The slipper! We fall for!
I will take this to the prince, and we will search the kingdom tomorrow for the maiden who fits this shoe.
It's mine! I don't care if it costs me my life!
Give them the slipper and all will.
What was that noise? It's a bolt of lightning in a far-off kingdom, sir. How dare you go off in search without me? My apologies, sir. Enough of what you thought. I employed a ruse and had the entire staircase smeared with pitch. And there, when she left, remained the maiden's slipper. Brilliant! I thought so. It did leave quite a mess when the other guest left. And sir, I succeeded in obtaining the other slipper.
Give them the slipper and all will come to a happy end.
And who are you, old man?
When first I appear, I see...
Shut up! Hey, do as he says. He's obviously a spirit of some sort. There. Worrying will do you no good. If he's safe, then he is safe. If he's been crushed, well, now there's nothing we can do about that. Now is there? Okay, I must be off. I need my rest for tomorrow's search.
Does no one care that giants are falling from the sky?
The giant is dead, is it not?
With such a bud, I would suppose. The third midnight is here! All the objects?
Slipper, hair.
Cake, cow.
That cow doesn't look as white as milk to me.
Oh, she is. She is.
This cow has been covered in flour!
Well, we did have a cow as white as milk, honestly.
Then where is she?
She's dead.
We thought you'd prefer a live one.
Of course I prefer a live cow. So bring me the dead one and I'll bring it back to life.
You can do that?
Now! Jeff, there you are. I've been worried sick.
Mother looks the most beautiful heart.
You still want too much. You could have been killed coming down that stalk.
What's happening?
Milky White. Now I have two friends, a cow and a heart. White, feed the objects to the cow.
What?
Feed them to the cow. Here, fill this.
I'll do it. Jolly mug for me. Squeeze, pal.
Wrong ingredients. Forget about it, child.
No, you wait just one moment. Follow your instructions exactly as you said. 1, the cow is as white as milk.
Yes.
2, the cake was certainly as red as blood.
Yes.
3, the slipper.
Yes.
And 4, I compared that hair with this ear of corn.
I pulled it from a maiden in its power.
What? What were you doing there?
I was just
of the ear and feed it to the cow quickly.
This had better work, old man, before the last stroke of midnight, or your son will be the last of your flesh and blood.
Son,
Please, not now.
That's right. Meet your father.
father, could that be you? I thought you died in a baking accident.
I didn't want to run away from you, son, but
She's milking.
I don't understand.
not now. Into the cup.
We've given you what you wish.
Now when can we expect a child?
What's wrong?
What's happening?
Where are you going?
Son, son,
Father! Father!
all is repaired.
He's dead!
And so the mysterious man died, having helped end the curse on his house. For the baker, there'd be no reunion with his father. He and his wife bewildered to return home. And the witch was punished with age and ugliness the day her beans had been stolen. The lightning flash was now restored to her former state of youth and beauty. And milky white, after a night of severe indigestion, was reunited with the now wealthy Jack. And the prince began to find the foot that fit the golden slipper. And when he got to school, Cinderella's stepmother brought the shoe into Florinda's room.
Careful, my child, darling, I know. You'll have to go, but when you're as bright, you consider right. You never have to walk.
The girl obeyed, swallowing her pain, and she joined the prince on his horse, riding off to become his bride. And so the prince returned the false bride and asked the other sister to put on the shoe.
What fit, darling, be still. Cut off a bit of the heel and it will. And when you're his wife, you'll such a love. You never have to walk.
The girl obeyed, swallowing her pain. But as she was helped onto the back of the horse by the prince, he noticed blood trickling from the shoe.
Have you no other daughters?
To which the woman replied,
No, only a stunt kitchen witches, which his wife left behind. But she is much too dirty. She cannot show herself.
I insist.
and when Cinderella presented herself and tried on the blood-soaked slipper, it fit like a glove.
This is the true bride. I always wanted a son.
And much to the dismay of the stepmother and her daughters, Cinderella rode off coming to become his bride. And finally, happen in these tales. In exchange for her youth and beauty, the witch lost her powers over others. When the wedding with the prince was celebrated, Lucinda and Florinda attended, wishing to win good favor with Cinderella and sharing her good fortune. But as the sisters stood by the blessed couple, Pigeon swooped down upon them and poked out their eyes and punished them with blindness.
I never thought I'd wed a prince.
I didn't think I'd find perfection.
I didn't think I could be so
happy.
proud to. Yes, thank you for the shoe.
And it came to pass, all that seemed wrong was now right. The kingdoms were filled with joy, and those who deserved it were certain to live a long and happy life. Ever after. Journey over, all is mended. It's just not for today, but tomorrow and extended. Ever after. All the curses have been ended. The verses wiped away. All is tenderness and laughter for forever after.
Happy ever after.
There are dangers and evil, and the paths are often spurred. There are points in the bases, she never lost her nerve.
We reached the right conclusions. And we got what we deserved. Not sorrow, tenderness and laughter. Joy today and bliss tomorrow and forever after.
I was great. I was vain. I was tired. We were happy. It was fun. We were blind. Then we went into the woods together, wishing I were really blind. I was perfect. I had everything but beauty and power. I had a daughter like a flower in a tower. Then I went into the woods together, wishing I were more than there. My power. Happy now. Happiness and love. Happiness and love. Still happy and forever. You will see your wish come true.
Don't be careful, don't be clever. When you see your wish pursue, it's a dangerous endeavor, but the only thing to do.
Don't scare for. Don't see what's up. You're going to make this. Don't have to make it true.
Don't sleep, don't stop, don't dream. The happiness and love. It has to stop, must
You know you're rich. You have to wish. You wish. You wish. You can't just wish. You can't just wish.
into the woods and down the stair. She's close and walks with you. Into the woods and through the fear. You have to take the journey. Into the woods and down and down. Think perhaps the moon is out. Into the woods to lift the spell.
You want to lose the money.
Into the woods to have a child.
Find the prince.
To get the money.
Save the house.
Kill the wolf.
Find the flower.
The kingdom's a hat to ride to get to sing to kill to keep to go to the festival into the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods and out of the woods.
To be continued.
Happy ever after.
For this amazing. How do you guys like it so far? Alright, so we're gonna do the raffle right now. And who's ready to win?
Once upon a time. Later. In the same far-off kingdom. Lived a young princess, blackjack,
I'll be so happy. Not unhappy moments.
I didn't think we'd be this rich.
See my holiday.
I didn't think I could be so
happy. Happy now, happy this, happy ever after. So happy, just as long as you stay happy, we'll stay happy.
with my cow.
Darling, I must go now.
Where's the cheesecloth?
Which is any problems such as you regret them better than the ones who never get them.
I would be the perfect person.
Be a perfect
I can see that he is so happy. I never thought I'd love my life. I would have settled for another than to become a wife.
Than to accept the God.
to get to joy.
The virgin smile. I'm so happy.
If only this cottage were a little larger.
I will expand our quarters in due time.
Why expand when we can simply move to another cottage?
No, this was my father's house, and now it will be my son's.
You would raise your son alongside a witch?
Does he always cry when I hold him?
Baby's crying, he's fine. You need to hold him as if he was so fragile.
He wants his mother. Here.
I can't take care of him all the time.
I will take care of him. When he's older.
And to go through thick and thin.
I love to watch you live if you don't insult me.
And your mother keeps me from my heart and
I'm so
Oh my goodness.
Are you alright?
I think so.
And the baby.
Yeah, he's fine. Are you alright?
You! Have you done this to our house?
Always thinking of yourself? Look at my garden. What of your garden?
Destroyed.
What has happened?
I was thrown to the ground. I saw nothing.
You could do such a thing.
An earthquake?
No earthquake. My garden has been trampled. Those are footprints.
Who could do such a thing?
Anything that leaves a footprint that large is no.
Who? Do you think it was a bear?
A bear. Bears are sweet. Besides, you ever see a bear with 40-foot feet? A dragon, no scorch marks. Usually they're linked.
Manticore?
Imaginary.
Griffin.
Extinct.
Giants.
Possible. Very, very possible.
A giant.
Maybe we should tell someone.
Who are you going to tell?
The royal family, of course.
The royal family? I wouldn't trust the royal family to snuff out a rat. So the giant will all have to go to battle. A giant's the worst. A giant has a brain. Hard to outwit a giant. A giant's just like us, only bigger. Much, much bigger. So big. And we are just expendable. Beneath its foot.
We are moving! And so the baker proceeded to the castle, but not before visiting Jack and his mother.
Welcome back, your wife. It's the butcher.
The baker.
The baker. What can we do for you, sir?
I've come here to investigate the destruction that was wrought upon our house today.
Jack, come with me all day.
The baker told Jack and his mother he feared there was a giant in the land.
I can recognize a giant prince at you. I can go with no such thing.
Any help at all would be.
And you'll get none from us. No one seemed to care for the giant in my backyard, and so you volunteered to come to my aid?
Giant in the backyard is one thing. Crushed home is quite another.
I can't help you.
I'm taking the news to the castle nonetheless.
When the baker got to the castle, it was the princess that greeted his news. The story unfolds.
Excuse me, madame, but this small man insists on seeing you.
Princess, I've come to report the appearance of a giant in the land.
Where did you see a giant?
Well, I didn't exactly see it.
Well, then how do you know there's a giant?
My home is crushed and there are
That
footprints.
could have been caused by any number of things. I'll show you to the door.
Wait.
Princess, not long ago, a nearby village was visited by a giant, descending from a beanstalk.
Yes, I remember.
That giant was slain. Now come along.
Wait, Princess, I have a young child. He was very hard to come by. His safety is of great importance to me.
Are we entirely through now?
Yes.
I will take this news up with the prince when he returns. Thank you. I'm going to sell the harp, Jack.
Mother, no! You don't want to play around here with a giant on the loose.
But I know how to kill a giant.
We've had our fill of giants.
But Mother, if I could just help.
No, promise me you won't leave your surroundings.
Mother, I'm a man now.
You'll always be a little boy in your mother's eyes. Promise. Promise.
I promise.
What happened to your house?
We had a baking accident.
A baking accident?
There's no use in frightening the young thing.
You can't frighten her.
Well, I guess Granny will have to deal with that with bread and sweets. Besides, her mom can carry.
Why such a large basket?
Oh, I'm moving in with Granny. We had an accident too. I came home to find your house collapsed, as if a big wind blew it in. I couldn't find my mother anywhere.
Oh no.
So I salvaged what I could, and now I'm off.
Oh, good friends, what news have you? What of Mother's grave? What kind of trouble? Oh no, I can't investigate. A princess is not supposed to go into the woods unescorted. Oh, good idea. I will disguise myself and see what's wrong. Thank you, birds.
We'll take you to Granny's.
What?
Do not allow the butler in the woods alone.
Fine, I'll take her.
I don't need anyone here. I've got my time before.
But not when there have been such winds blowing.
That's right. We'll all take you.
No, you'll stay here with the baby.
I'm not about to stay here with the baby when a great wind might return to this house too.
I know Mother made me promise, but I'm gonna find that giant anyway.
It's time to go, it may be all in vain. I know into the woods, but even so, I have to take the journey.
Find the giant.
Into the woods, the path is straight, no reason then to hesitate. Into the woods, who knows what may be lurking on the journey.
Once we not to walk the skies are strange, the winds are strong. The woods to see what's wrong.
Woods to slay the giant.
Into the woods, to find the future.
To slay.
To find.
To fix, to find,
To battle.
to see what the trouble is.
Rapunzel, what are you doing here? What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. You just locked me in a tower for all of my life with no company, blinded my prince, banished me to a desert where I had little to eat, and again no company, and then bore twins. It's because of the way that you treat me that I'll never, never be happy.
I was just trying to be a good mother. Stay with me, Rapunzel. There's a giant running about.
Good brother, what a surprise.
Brother, how good to see you.
And what brings you into the wood today?
Well, I'm investigating news of a giant.
You investigating a giant? Brother, not even father would do that. That is business for your steward. Or less.
Well, what brings you into the woods?
My Rapunzel has run off.
Run off?
She's a changed woman. She is subject to hysterical fits of crying, his moods no soul could predict. Brother, I know not what to do.
What a pity.
And Cinderella?
She, remains well.
Remains well, does she? Now, brother, do tell me what you're really doing here.
High in a tower like yours was, but higher, beauteously. All round the tower, a thicket of briar, 100 feet deep. Agony, no frustration more keen. When the one thing you want is a thing that you've not even seen.
I found a casket entirely of glass. No, it's unbreakable. Inside, don't ask it, a maiden alas, just as unwakeable.
What unmistakable agony! Sunset princess must be.
She has skin white as snow.
Did you learn her name?
No, there's a dwarf standing guard. Agony, such that princess must be. Always enthralled most to anything, almost, or something asleep.
If it were not for the thicket,
A thicket's no trick, is it thick?
it's the thickest.
The quickest is pick it apart with a stick.
Yes, but even one break, it's my thing about blood.
Well, it's sick.
It's no sicker than your thing with claws.
Dwarves are very upsetting. Not forgetting
That's
the
not achievable.
mountains unscalable,
If it's conceivable,
but unavailable. Agony, misery, woe, not to know what you miss.
while they lie there,
And you cry on their beers.
what unbearable bliss.
Agony, black and cut like a knife. Oh well, back to my wife. Rapunzel. Let's be off. Godspeed to you, brother.
Godspeed.
And after hours of searching for Granny, our intrepid travelers lost not only their way, but their patience as well.
Are you certain this is the right direction?
We went down the dell.
Perhaps you forgot the way.
The path is straight.
Was straight? Now there is no path.
Where is the street? Where is the lily pond? Where is Granny?
Calm down. Maybe we should turn back.
No!
We'll just have to find Granny's house without the path.
Wait, that looks familiar. See in the distance? They're oak trees.
Yes, I recognize.
Who might that be?
The steward and the royal family. What might you be doing in the woods?
The castle has been set apart by giants.
Oh no.
I warned you, why didn't you do something?
I don't make the policy, just carry it out.
And I warn you that you can't carry over a royal family to solve your problems.
I think it best we go back to the village.
I wouldn't be in such a rush if I were you. Guess which path the giant took to the castle.
Oh no.
What?
All that's left of my garden is a sack of beans. And there's not much left of your house either.
But I heard giants never strike the same house twice.
You heard wrong!
Shh.
There!
The giant's a woman!
That size.
Where's the lad?
There is
We haven't seen him.
I want the lad who climbs the beanstalk.
We'll get him for you right away. Don't move.
It was you who destroyed our house, not a great wit. It's because of you. I'm no mother.
And who destroyed my house? That boy asked for shelter, and he stole our gold, our head, and our harp. Then he killed my husband. I must avenge the wrongdoings.
We are not responsible for him.
You're wasting your breath.
She's right. You can't argue with a dumb giant.
Not all giants are done. Give me the boy.
We told you he's not here.
The girl is telling the truth.
I know he's there, and I'm going to wait right here until he's delivered to me.
The giant, who was nearsighted and had lost her glasses, remained convinced that she had found the lad. There is no consensus among the group of which course of action to take.
Put a spell on her. I no longer have my powers. If I did, you'd think I'd be standing here with all of you. Now, we'll have to give her to someone.
Who?
The steward. It's in his line of duty to give up his life.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm not giving up my life for anyone.
Oh, don't take it personally.
I'm waiting.
You must understand. These people were not familiar with making choices. Their past experiences in the woods had in no way prepared them for a force this great. Excuse me, but would you like a black girl instead?
How dare you?
We'll put them out of their misery.
We're not that miserable.
What are you talking about?
She doesn't want a woman.
Fine, what do you suggest we do?
I'm still waiting.
It is interesting to examine the moral questions at issue here. The finality of such stories as these. Oh no, I tell the story. I am not part of it.
Put that away.
Well, not one of us.
Always on the outside.
That's my role. You must understand. There must always be someone on the outside.
You're gonna be on the inside now.
You're making a mistake.
Nonsense.
You need an objective observer to pass the story along.
Oh, some of us don't like the way you've been telling it.
You drag me into this mess, you'll never know how the story ends. You'll be lost.
Wait, he's right. She's right. We won't know how the story goes.
Think of your baby.
She's right. Let her go.
Thank you. You don't want to live in a world of chaos. There must always be an outside observer. I'm not the lad. I'm a woman.
This is not the lie.
Don't drop! Why did you push her into her arms?
You wanted to get rid of him too.
We might have thought of something else.
If a decision were up to you, it never would have been made.
Now that she's gone, we'll never know what will happen next. We'll manage.
Must I search among you for the lad?
No.
Oh,
Jack is just a boy. He sold his beloved cow in exchange for magic beans. And anyone is to be punished if the man who made the exchange.
That's right. Nonsense.
He was your responsibility. Now I must punish him for his wrongs.
Being number two, do you think it was a picnic disposing of your husband's remains?
You're getting me angry.
What about our anger? What about our pain? You're the one fluxing around our kingdom. I'll find my son and you'll never find him.
Don't provoke the giant.
You'll never, ever find him.
I'm warning you.
If you don't get back this instant, then we'll get you for everything you've done. We'll...
Where is your son? That's him.
No, this is not the lad.
the
Stay
boy is
here.
hiding in the steeple tower.
That's true.
Yes.
If he's not, I will return, find you.
Rapunzel,
Keep
stay
away from me.
Rapunzel, no, stay away from them.
She's in poor condition.
okay?
Don't let them hurt Jack.
I won't.
Don't let them be hurt as I sit here on death's door.
I'll do all I can.
Promise. Promise.
All right, I promise.
No, come away from there. You killed her!
I was just doing my job. I was just thinking of the greater good.
This is the world I meant. Couldn't you listen? Couldn't you stay protected behind walls? As I could not. Now you know what's out there in the world. Stays untainted by the world. Even I, only I, who loved you as you were. Only I, who frightened less of her than them. No matter what you say, children won't listen. No matter what you know, children refuse to learn. Guide them along the way, still they won't listen. Children can only grow from something you love to something you lose.
Life was so steady, and now this? When will things return back to normal?
You must be gone if we're to arrive before nightfall.
Where are you going?
We're off to Hidden Kingdom.
Shh.
We can't take everyone. Fools.
There's nowhere to hide.
You'll never make it in time. We have to stick together.
Some people were meant to cut off the bottle giants, and others are not. I don't have the constitution. As long as I can be of no help, I'm going to hide. Everything will work out fine.
Not always.
I hope the giant steps on them all. You shouldn't say that.
Oh, you were thinking the same thing.
This is terrible. We just saw 3 people die.
Since when were you so squeamish? How many wolves have you carved up?
A wolf's not the same.
Ask the wolf's mother!
Stop it!
You people are so blind. While you continue talking about this problem, I'm going to find that lad and serve him to the giant for lunch!
Are we really going to feed the boy to the giant? Of course not.
I'll have to find him first.
I'll go too.
No, you stay here with the baby.
No, I want to help.
You'll leave our child with her?
I'll be fine with the girl.
What if the giant were to return here?
What if?
But what if?
What if? Will only a giant's foot stop your arguing?
Hey, Ronaldo.
Do you two always argue like that?
Well, not always.
It seems like you do.
There's nothing wrong with having an argument.
Oh, I see.
Milky! Milky!
That's him. Jack! Jack!
Milky! Milky!
But I want to go.
No, you'll be safer here.
You'll go too far.
I will only walk 100 steps. If I cannot find the boy, I'll come right back. 1, 2, 3. Jack! Jack! 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. Hello, sir.
Hello.
You must be here to slay the giant.
Yes.
Have you come across the giant yet?
No.
I have.
You have.
Yes.
And what are you doing alone in the woods?
Oh, I came with my husband. We were... It's a long story.
Your husband would let you roam alone in the woods?
No, actually, it was my choice. I'm looking for the lad.
Your choice. How brave.
Brave?
Yes. Cabin in the woods, may I kiss you? Any moment we could be crushed. Don't feel rushed.
This is ridiculous. What am I doing here? I'm in the wrong story. This is not right. You have a princess.
Well, yes, I
And
do.
I have a baker.
Of course. You're right. How foolish. Foolishness can happen in the woods. Once again, please. Let your hesitations be hushed. Any moment, big or small, is a moment after all. Seize the moment, skies may fall. Any moment.
But this is not right.
Right and wrong don't matter in the woods. Only feelings. Let us leave this moment unblushing. Life is often so unpleasant. You must know that as a peasant. Let us take this moment present as a present in the moment.
81, 82, 83. What's wrong, man? May I be of some service?
The tree has fallen. Mother's grave destroyed.
I'm sorry.
My wishes have just been crushed.
Don't say that.
It's true, you wouldn't understand.
Well, you can't stay here. There's a giant on the loose.
I'm certain the prince will see to it that the giant is rid from our land.
Prince hasn't been seen. No doubt he's off seducing some young maiden.
What?
I understand that's what princes do.
Not all princes.
You look just like the princess, but dirty. You are the princess.
Oh no, please, get up, get up. I'm not a princess here.
What are you to do?
I must be on my way back to the castle.
You haven't heard. The giant has set himself in the castle.
And the prince?
Prince hasn't been seen. You will be safer in my company. Come with me.
Giant. I had almost forgotten. Will we find each other in the woods again?
This was just a moment in the woods, all alone, shimmering and lovely and sad. Leave the moment, just be glad for the moment that we had. Any moment is a moment when you're in the woods. Now I'm off to face a giant. That is what the next moment holds for me. I shall not forget how brave you are to be alone in the woods, and how alive you made me feel.
What was that?
Was that me? Was that him? Did a prince really kiss me? And kiss me? And kiss me? And did I kiss him back? Was it wrong? Am I mad? Is that all? Does he miss me? Was he suddenly getting bored with me?
Wake up. Stop dreaming. Stop prancing about the woods.
It's not beseeming. What is it about the woods?
Back to life, back to sense, back to child, back to husband. No one lives in the woods.
highs, there were needs, there were standards, there were shouldn'ts and shoulds. Why not both instead? There's the answer if you're clever. Have a child for warmth and a baker for bread and a prince for whatever. Never it's these woods.
So facts, find the boy, join the group, stop the giant, just get out of these woods.
Was that him? Yes, it was. Was that me? No, it wasn't. Just a trick of the woods. Just a moment. One peculiar passing moment. Must it all be either less or more? Either plain or grand? Is it always or is it never? And that's what woods are for those moments in the woods. Oh, if life were made of moments, even now and then a bad one. But if life were only moments, then you'd never know you had one. First a witch, then a child, then a prince, then a moment who can live in the woods. And to get what you wish, only just for a moment, these are dangerous woods. Let the moment go. Don't forget it for a moment, no. Just remember when you've had an end, when you're back to war. May sleep or mean more than it did before. Now I understand, and it's time to leave the woods.
She'd be back by now.
She said she will only go 100 paces.
No, I should look for her. In which direction did she go?
Ow! Look who I'm now!
Please, don't let her give you to the giant.
Oh, it's not our fault that the giant wants you.
You're hurting me.
Let go of him. No.
Where did you find this? Where is my wife?
She's dead.
What?
I'm sorry, sir. I came upon her. She was under a tree.
He was crying over her like she was his own mother.
How awful.
I knew I shouldn't have left her alone.
I buried her in a footprint. Remorse will get you nowhere.
My wife is dead!
Wake up! People are dying all around you. You're not the only one to suffer loss. When you're dead, you're dead. Now I say we get this lad to the giant before we're all so much dead meat.
Keep away from him.
No.
Yes, it's his fault that there's a giant on the loose and that my wife is dead.
But it isn't my fault I was given those beans. You persuaded me to trade away my cow for beans, and without those beans there'd have been no stock to get up to the giants in the first place.
Wait a minute, magic beans for a cow so old that you had to tell a lie to sell it when you told were they worthless beans, were they oversold? Well, tell us who persuaded you to steal that gold.
See, it's your fault.
No.
No!
Yes, it is.
It's not.
It's true.
Wait a minute, but I only stole the gold to get my cow back from you!
So it's your fault.
Yes, she had our this house was cursed. She made us get a cow to get the curse reversed.
It's your father's fault that the curse got placed. Place got cursed in the first place.
Okay.
It was his fault.
Oh, it's his.
I guess. Wait a minute, do I chop down the beanstalk? Right, that's clear, but without any beanstalk, then what's clear is how did the second giant get down here in the first place? Second place.
Yes. How?
Well, who had the other bean? The other bean?
The other bean.
You pocketed the other bean.
I didn't. Yes, I did.
So it's your.
No, it isn't.
So it's your.
No, it isn't, because she obtained that to obtain your shoes. No one should know what happened to bean is you.
That don't mean that your wife was here, but I never knew, so I never was down. So cute.
So it's your fault.
But
It's her fault,
But I did.
and it isn't mine at all.
But what?
Oh, you hadn't gone back up again.
We were needy.
You were needing to be need that hand.
But I got it from my mother.
So it's her fault
And
then.
what about the harp in the third
The
place?
Harp, yes.
She went and dared me to.
I dared
You
to.
dared me to. She said that I was scared and she dared me.
No, I didn't.
So it's your fault.
No, I didn't.
You hadn't dared him to.
And you had left the Harp alone. You wouldn't be in trouble in the
She
first
had
place.
in the first place.
Right, you didn't me in the first place.
You're responsible. You're the one to put your fault.
It's the last midnight. It's the last wish. It's the last midnight. Soon it will be moon split. Told a little lie. Stole a little gold. Broke a little vow. Did you? Had to get your prince. Had to get your cow. Had to get your wish. Doesn't matter how. Anyway, it doesn't matter now. It's the last midnight. It's the moon. Splat. Nothing but a vast midnight. Everybody smash. Flat. Nothing we can do. Not exactly true. We could always give her the boy. No. No, of course it really matters who's to blame. Somebody to blame. Fine, if that's the thing you enjoy, placing the blame. If that's the aim, give me the blame. Just give me the boy. No. No. You're so nice. You're not good. You're not bad. You're just nice. I'm not good. I'm not nice. I'm just right. I'm the witch. You're the love. I'm the hitch. I'm what no one believes. I'm the witch. You're all liars and thieves like his father, like his son will be too. Oh, why bother? You'll just do what you do. It's the last midnight. So goodbye, y'all. Coming at you fast. Midnight. Soon you'll see the sky fall. Here you wanna be. Have another beat. Beats were made for making you rich. Like the manly sword. Here you want some more. Listen to the roar, giants by the sword. Although you can blame another witch. It's the last midnight. It's the last verse. Now before it's past midnight, I'm leaving you my last curse. I'm leaving you alone. You can tend the garden, it's yours, separate and alone. Everybody down on all fours, or another way. Lost beats again. Punish me the way you did then. Give me claws and a hunch. Just away from this bunch in the gloom and the doom and the stolen from the giant.
Maybe I shouldn't have strayed from the path.
Maybe I shouldn't have attended the ball.
Yeah. Maybe you shouldn't have.
Where are you going?
Away from here.
But you said we have to find our way out of this together.
It doesn't matter whether we're together or apart now.
We need your help.
You don't understand. I depended on my wife for everything. She was the reason I'm here.
You would leave your child.
She would be happier in the arms of a princess.
All right, all right.
Come on. Jack!
I thought you were dead.
Not completely. Are we ever?
In my head, you are.
Is that true?
It's because of you all of this happened.
I strayed into the garden to give your mother a gift. And I foolishly took some of the beads for myself. How was I to know? How are we ever to know? And when she died, I ran from my guilt. And now, aren't you doing the same thing?
No.
Aren't you running away?
No more riddles. No more tests. Comes a day you say what for. Please, no more.
We disappoint, we disappear, we die, but we don't.
What?
They disappoint in turn, I fear, forgive though they won't.
More riddles. No more jests. No more curses you can't undo. Left by fathers you never knew. Please no more. No more feelings. Son, shut the door. Please no more.
Running away, let's do it. Free from the ties that bind. No more despair, more burdens to bear. Out there in the yonder. Running away, to it. Where did you have in mind? Have to take care, unless there's a where. You'll only be wondering why. Just questions, different kind. Where are we to go? Where are we ever to go? Running away, do it. Why sit around, reside? Trouble is son, the farther you run, the more you feel undefined. For what you've left undone, and more what you've left behind. We disappoint, we leave a mess, we die but we don't.
They disappoint in turn, I guess forgive though we won't.
Like father, like son.
No more giants waging war. Can't we just pursue our lives with our children and our wives till that happier day arrives? How do we ignore all the curses, all the witches, all the wolves, all the lies, the false hopes, the goodbyes, the reverses, all the wondering what even worse is still in store. No more giants, no more children. No
I knew you wouldn't give up. He wouldn't leave his baby.
It looked like he was going to.
Free my son. He always cries when I hold him.
Now what are we to do?
We have to think of a plan before the giant returns.
What?
We must all think.
There's just some way we can surprise her.
She's too hot to surprise.
If someone were to help us.
Oh, good friends, I need your help now more than ever. What of the prince? I don't care. What's important now is that we find a way to fell the giant. Can you help? You could do that. Oh, how can I ever thank you?
You can talk to birds?
The birds will help.
How?
When the giant returns, they'll strike her and peck her eyes out till she's blind.
And what good will that do?
Then you could surprise her, strike her, whatever you do to kill a giant.
When she's blind, she'll stagger about.
She'll get angry.
And she'll crush us all.
Smear the ground with pitch. We'll lure her to an area smeared with pitch. Her shoes will stick and she won't be able to move.
And I will strike her from behind.
You lure her where and strike her from where?
Yes, where?
A tower.
What tower?
Over there, between those two old trees. A tower.
All right. We have to do something. It's getting dark.
I'm excited.
Here. Come on.
Oh, now, don't cry, little one. I know, you want your mother.
Hello.
The giant went in that direction.
My darling, I did not recognize you. What are you doing in those old clothes? And with a child? You must go back to the castle at once. There is a giant on the loose.
The giant has been to the castle.
No. Are you all right? My love, why are you being so cold?
Maybe it's because I'm not your only love. Am I?
I love you. I do. But yes, it's true.
Why? If you love me, would you have strayed?
I thought if I had you, I would never wish for more. And a part of me has been content and as happy as I've ever been. But there remains a part of me that just continually needs more.
I have on occasion wanted more, but that doesn't mean I went in search of it. If this is how you behave as a prince, what kind of king would you be?
I was raised to be charming, not sincere. I did not ask to be born a prince. I am not perfect. I am only human.
I think you should go.
Leave? But I do love you.
Consider that I have been lost, a victim of the giant.
Is that what you really want?
My father's house was a nightmare, and yours a dream. Now I want something in between. Please go.
I shall always love the maiden who ran away.
And I, the faraway prince.
You're almost finished. You see over there, between those two towers? When the giant comes, we are to set her over there.
Good.
I wanted to climb the towers too.
I'm glad you're here to help me. What's wrong?
My granny's gone.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
My granny and my mother would be upset with me.
Why?
They told me I would make them proud. And here I am, about to kill somebody.
Not somebody, a giant who has been doing harm.
But giant's a person. Are we to show forgiveness? My mother would be very unhappy with these circumstances.
Mother cannot guide you. Now you're on your own. Only me beside you. Still you're not alone. No one is alone. Truly, no one is alone. Sometimes people leave you halfway through the wood. Do not let them
Wait until Mother hears I've slain the giant.
Jack, your mother is dead.
Dead? Was she killed by the giant?
She was angering the giant, trying to protect you, and struck a deadly blow by the Princess Steward.
Why would he do that?
I don't know.
Can no one bring her back?
No one.
That steward will pay for this. After we slay the giant, I will slay him!
You will do no such thing!
But he shouldn't have killed my mother! Right?
Yes, so.
He must die.
No,
Why not?
because that would be wrong.
What he did was wrong. He should be punished.
He will be.
How?
I don't know! Stop asking me questions I can't answer.
I'm going to kill him.
Then kill him. No, don't kill him.
Mother isn't here
Wrong
now.
things, right things.
Knows what you say.
Who can say what's true?
Nothing's quite so clear now.
Things fight things.
You lost your way, but you are not alone. Believe me,
No one is wrong. Believe me.
truly, you do just as we
See the slightest word. Someone's bound to linger.
People make mistakes.
Fathers,
Mothers, people make mistakes.
one another's understand.
Think you get along. Honor their mistakes. Everyone makes
One another's
terrible
terrible mistakes.
Just can be right.
Giants can be good.
You
Decide it's right. You decide it's good.
Just remember,
Just remember,
someone is on
our
your
side, our side, someone else is not. While we're singing our side, maybe we forgot. No one is wrong.
Or to sing the wrong.
Just don't let it go. Things will be alright now. We can make it so. Someone is on your side. No one is wrong.
Remember, don't let her know our plan.
Where is the boy?
We don't know.
Yes, we do. We can't go on hiding him any longer. He must pay the price for his wrongs.
Quick, tell me where he is.
Over there. You see that tower where the birds are clustered? Jack is in that tower hiding.
Thank you. Now justice will be served, and I shall leave your kingdom.
The birds.
house is a shambles and there is hardly room for. Of course you can come with us.
And you shall join us too.
You'll not return home?
I'll gladly help you with your house. Our house that actually enjoy cleaning.
How proud your wife would have been of you.
How sad it is that my son will never know her. Maybe I just wasn't meant to have children.
Don't say that. Of course you were meant to have children.
But how will I go about being a father with no one to mother my child? Yes, hold the child.
Look, tell him the story of how it all happened. Be father and mother, you'll know what to do.
Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom,
Careful the things you say.
lived a young maiden, a sad young lad,
Careful the things you do.
the childless maker.